Hey guys, so I just got back from seeing Sully. This is a movie that I was probably going to see one way or another because of who was in it and who was directing it. I found out Clint Eastwood was directing a movie about Captain Sully Sullenberg. I was like, sweet, that should be all right. I love Clint Eastwood as a director, honestly. And it's also starring Tom Hanks, one of my favorite actors. Why the fuck not? It's one of those like this should be good. And like a lot of people point out, this is the first time I think ever that Tom Hanks and Clint Eastwood have worked together. Even like I don't even think have they ever starred in a movie together? If they have, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Which that's kind of sad. Two really goddamn talented actors. But yeah, I was like, all right. This could be interesting. I was kind of curious as to how they were going to make a movie about Captain Sully. I mean, I know it was a really cool story, but I was like, how can you really make a movie about this guy? I mean, yeah, he landed the plane in the Hudson, but that's about it. I mean, I was kind of curious about that. And like I said, it's been getting good reviews since it came out, and I was like, all right, now I'm all caught up on seeing all the movies that have been getting good reviews. Yay! And you know what? It was all right. It was an all right film. I enjoyed it. It was not perfect. There's a few things that kind of drove me a little bit nuts, but it was a pretty good film. I liked it. The acting in this movie is really good. Tom Hanks is probably going to get another Oscar nomination. I'm pretty certain on that. I'll be very shocked, although he didn't get one for Captain Phillips, and I still understand how the hell he didn't even get one on Captain Phillips, but whatever. He is really good. I mean, it's not a shock because he's a really talented actor. It's kind of funny seeing him with white hair and looking pretty old. I was telling my mom that, and she's like, "So he's getting up there in the years." I said, "But I saw him on TV the other day, and he doesn't have gray hair and stuff like that." So it was kind of funny. Yeah, he does a really good job. He humanizes this like everyday guy that did a very heroic thing, and he shows like kind of the torment that he goes through while everybody, like the public views him as a hero. Everybody else, like including the what was it, the NBIC or India, I forgot what the hell it is. NTIC, is that what it is? I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. They held him under investigation, and he's having to deal with that while being away from his family all this time, and missing his family. And he expresses that he doesn't really feel like a hero, especially with all this shit that the government's putting him through, trying to find out, like investigating the landing and everything else, whether he did everything properly, whether this situation could have been avoided, even though he that's one of my problems with this movie. And honestly, it's not really with the movie, it's just fucking in general. The fact that this guy was a fucking hero, and what he did was fucking heroic and kind of badass, and they wanted to investigate the plane landing and whether he did it right. And I'm like, motherfucker had 155 people on the plane and they all survived. I think he did his job okay. He didn't kill anybody. It drove me nuts. Like, really, we waste our money on this. Fucking damn it. But I love Tom Hanks in this movie. He's gonna get a good. He's going for his character's kind of going for PTSD, which is kind of weird. But I mean, I guess if you go for that situation, I mean, I guarantee after you've been for a plane crash, you probably would do that. If you're having that kind of problem, I don't know if he did or not. I haven't read the book. I don't know how accurate this movie is. to the real Captain Sullenberg. If anybody can tell me if there's anything that this movie fabricates, let me know. 'Cause I'm sure I'm sure there is. I'm sure, because this is all. Every time a movie's based off a true story, it always is. One thing I've noticed with this movie and a lot of other movies with Clint Eastwood lately is that Clint Eastwood apparently really hates technology, especially modern day technology, and today's youth. To the point I'm starting to think Clint Eastwood's just becoming a really grumpy old man. I mean, hell, he's fucking saying he's gonna vote for Trump. Fucking what? I love Clint Eastwood, man. I'm not gonna get into that, but what I mean by that is, like, there's this whole process of the movie where the government's trying to figure out whether this situation could have been avoided, where Sully landed in a Hudson, and if he could have just landed in LaGuardia Airport instead, and they keep doing flight simulations and everything else. Every time they do a flight simulation, they figure out he could have easily landed in the airport, and Sully and Clint Eastwood keep nailing over the head that is a computer simulation. That's not a real person, and a real person, it kind of reminded me of Clint Eastwood in Trouble in the Curve, where he was criticizing the whole Moneyball process, that process that was invented by Moneyball, that characters from Moneyball, and I was kind of cracking up to myself, like, man, is Clint Eastwood just getting grumpy nowadays? He's still a goddamn talented director, but by God, this movie's still very well made. Like any Clint Eastwood movie, it's very fucking well made. You could ever, it's like I said, it's really well acted. Also, I really liked Aaron Eckhart was pretty good in this movie. Aaron Eckhart is fun. One of the, I guess it's getting some of the negatives of this movie. This review's kind of all over the place. I apologize. I noticed. As far as negatives go, the one thing that drove me fucking nuts is the fake out dream sequences early on in this movie. Luckily, they stopped after a while because they were almost fucking nonstop. The movie actually opens with a fucking dream sequence, a fake out dream sequence. In a movie about a real person, there's fake out dream sequences. What the fuck? Okay, the movie opens with him crashing the plane into New York City. To which I was kind of like, this might not be a good movie to watch on 9/11. Yeah, I saw this on 9/11, people. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, what the fuck? It's like, well, that just fucking happened. And it's like, CGI, very CGI looking. And then throughout the movie, there's the scene like about 20 minutes later, not even that, where Captain Sully imagines Katie Kirk bashing him on national TV, and he finds out he's just imagining it in his head. And I'm like, okay. And then he's just standing at a window, looking out the window, and he sees a plane crashing again into fucking New York City. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, stop it, movie. God damn it. Also, the dialogue in this movie is kind of fucking hokey. I'm sorry it is. God, is it hokey. The one line I remember that was that kind of was like I rolled my eyes at was there was a guy who said, he's like, well, this is finally we got some good news. You finally delivered some good news for New York City. At least this time, when it involves a plane, it's something good happening. Thank you, movie. I get it. I was like, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then there's a lot of just how much of a hero he is, and how, yes, he was a hero. You don't have to keep fucking reminding us every 2 fucking minutes with the same lines of dialogue. There's a lot of repetitiveness in this movie. A lot. Goddamn. Also, I love the acting of the flight simulators at the end of the movie. They're like, birds! They're like, birds. Birds. Like, they keep doing it. Like, it kept getting more funnier and funnier. Like, that guy, every time he say the word birds, it was fucking hilarious to me. Yeah. Like I said, I still recommend the movie, though. Like, even with, I also, while I did say, like, it probably was not a good movie to watch during 9/11, it also was kind of a good movie to watch during 9/11, because I loved how they showed, all the, and they even mentioned it at the end of the credits, all the rescue workers, this Coastal Guard workers from New York, and the police officers that were there to help get these people out of the Hudson. And it shows how, as a city, united New York City can be, and it's pretty cool. I like that. How they will help each other out in a time of need when one of their own is like struggling and hurt, and it's pretty cool. What else? Like I said, I do like how Tom Hanks betrays Captain Sully. I like even how, like, that scene where he wants to, he won't leave the crash site until he knows how many of the people are, the passengers, the 155 passengers, are still there. That was cool. Like that, like small moments like that were really cool and make him like a really great person. Like, come out, they do a lot to make him out to be, like, show that he is a fucking hero. Like, Captain Sully is a fucking hero. What he did is pretty awesome. I mean, I would never take away from anything he ever fucking did. That was pretty ballsy. In that he, like, they point out throughout the whole movie numerous times that, usually when somebody lands in a body of water, usually somebody dies, but nobody died. That was cool. Also, like Tom Hanks is acting when he, like I said, when he's trying to find out how many people survived, and then when he finds out that everybody survived, is really good. Like that. Like, that bit of acting is really good. Like, Tom Hanks is such a good actor, man. I like I said, I do recommend this movie. Would I recommend it as a full price kind of movie? I don't know. I mean, there's worse out there. Like I said, it's not that bad. Yeah, the dialogue is hokey and has some really cheesy dream sequences, but yeah, I could still give it a pass for the acting. The acting in the movie is really solid. And Tom Hanks, of course, like I said, he's probably gonna get another Oscar nomination. That's as far as the movie goes. As far as trailers go, hold on one second. Damn. I actually know what the trailers were. I got a few new ones. I got I got fucking that trailer for Collateral Beauty. What the fuck was somebody smoking when they came up with this movie? Okay, if you haven't seen the trailer for this movie, look it up, like, right now. It's Will Smith. He's a guy who he talks about in the trailer that in life the most important things are love, death, and time. And he has suffered the loss of, he lost his daughter. Something happened to his daughter, and he responds to the death of his daughter by writing letters in the mail to literally love, death, and time. I am not making that up. It's like, okay. And of course, like, his friends Edward Norton and them are like kind of concerned about him. But then it gets even fucking weirder, this trailer, because Helen Mirren pops up and she's deaf. No, literally, she is deaf. And then Keira Knightley pops up as Love, and some black kid pops up as Time. No, I was like, what the fuck is this movie? Who the fuck come up with this? Like, I literally started laughing in the middle of the movie theater. I was like, that was a fucking hilarious trailer. Like, that was supposed to be serious, but I couldn't stop laughing how stupid that was. Like, that is a really stupid idea for a movie. Like, that, congratulations, 2016. You came up with a really dumb idea for a movie. God damn, that was... Wow. Anyways, that's that trailer. Also got Live by Night, which is Ben Affleck's gangster movie. Hell fucking yeah, I'm in for that movie. I was like, oh, is that coming out this year? And it says in this January. I went, what? This movie's coming out in January? Really? Like, I was like, we're getting Collateral Beauty later this year in December, but we're not getting fucking Live by Night by the end of this year? Why? Like, Collateral Beauty also, by the way, is going to be going up against Rogue One, which, that's hilarious. Like, I guarantee you nobody's going to see Collateral Beauty. I hope to God not. Maybe that'll be good, but... yeah, that looks so goddamn... Oh, God. But Live by Night looks awesome. I'm hearing that they're going to try to do, like, a limited release before the end of the year, which I expect they will, so they'll get, like, be an Oscar contender. I hope it is, because that does look like an Oscar contender for next year. Definitely. Ben Affleck might get the Best Director award, finally. Yeah, I got that. Rules Don't Apply. This looks good. And speaking of, like, directors I haven't seen in a while, Warren Beatty's making a new movie. I didn't know he was still around. I thought he was retired. Apparently he's coming out of retirement, and he's making a movie about him playing Howard Hughes. Damn, is that intriguing of an idea. Him playing Howard Hughes is a great idea. And it's also starring that guy from Hail Caesar. That's going to be the new Han Solo. So I've only seen that guy in one thing, and I really liked him in that, which was Hail Caesar. So yeah, it looks good. I kind of... It's about, like, the young Han Solo guy. I forget what his name is off the top of my head. He is in love with an actress who is starring in a Howard Hughes film, and Howard Hughes apparently had a rule that none of his actresses could date or have sex while they were making any movies with him. Okay. I was like, whatever. And yeah, so it's like, it could be kind of fun. And then I got Queen of Catwee, or I don't know how you say that. I've seen a trailer for this before. I've heard of this title before. It's a movie where it's about a girl from Africa who takes up chess and becomes a great chess player or something like that. It's a Disney movie. Whatever. It doesn't look like my cup of tea anyway, so I'm like, whatever. It's got Lupita Nyong'o and that guy who played Martin Luther King and Selma, so there you go. That's as far as trailers go. I'll be back next week with Blair Witch, and sometime after that, Bridget Jones's Baby, which I hear are both getting good reviews, so probably be checking those two out. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later.